hanging from a thread till you dead, cause your partner put a price on your head, cause your chick was laying up in his bed. She getting details, spilling every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale of fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep parts. You a savage, you can have it, just show how your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, a soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I'll survive, find this lands for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, stray bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shivering, it's a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence. Dare you to say something. No sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next. Open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers will shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving. What is poppin', people? Welcome back to Shy Ill Reacts. I'm your host, Shy Ill, and we are back in the building. Thank you for joining me on this lovely Thursday evening, an impromptu stream. It's been like that lately. I'll explain in a second. We'll get to it. All right. Boom. Let's see what we got going on here. What is popping? I hope everybody got after that money this week.
Million.
Tomorrow is Friday. All right, tomorrow is Friday. All right, hopefully we got a live tomorrow. Maybe we're gonna see. All right, what's popping, y'all? Salutes. I can't see the top. I think Zoraida was first, but shout out Zoraida. Can't stop, won't stop. No pun intended. Salutes to you. All right. I'm gonna explain why I'm live right now. All right. Salutes. I'm live right now because your boy got to be up early tomorrow, and y'all know me. I'm one to be 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning still up. I'm a little tired right now, but I needed some.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friend.
Some doing hood rat stuff for my friends' time. You know what I'm saying? So I could really get exhausted. So salutes. I appreciate y'all for being here. Salutes to everyone in the chat. Shout out Adrian Torres too. Who we got? We got Zoraida. We got Shannon. Salutes Shannon. Appreciate you. Salutes Deb. Zaza. 298 Sosa in the building. Shout out Adrian Torres. Salutes to all the wrenches. All right. Shout out Country Boy Hot Takes. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to hit the like button. All right. Don't cost you a thing. All right, smash the like button. It's free. I mean, if everybody got the same sentiment, I had to agree with them. You know what I mean? Shout out Velez. Salutes to you, sir. Appreciate you. All right. Velez got his little hat on and shit. You know what I mean? Shout out Pure Art. Been busy with ice riots in LA. How's that going for you, Pure Art? Salutes to you, sir. All right, saca la bolsita. No. That's a wake up call. Hell, you talking about? No bolsitas in my life. Yee. All right, no bolsitas in my life. All right, hit the like button if you have yet to do so. We 50-50 right now. What I'm gonna cover tonight? Again, we here for a good time, not a long time. What I'm gonna cover tonight is some things that I didn't know, or well, I had heard the rumor. Something that had to do with the Sincity Manny and Finny the Legend story. And I forgot to mention it when Zay was here. I'm not sure if he covered it when he was on his channel. And maybe it slipped his mind too. But I want to cover that. We're going to go through that. And then we're going to get a Diddy update, man. You know what I mean? Do our thing. But, salutes to y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Pure Art said it's lit. Shout out Raven Jefferson on the check-in. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. All right, but we chilling. Make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. F Ice. I agree. Let's see. Hella GTA content. Why you ain't go live? You should have went live, Pure Art. I would have checked out your live stream. Just, don't go to jail or get hit with a rubber bullet for a live stream, right? Definitely don't get sent to CSOT. Sit your ass still somewhere. F Ice. Take down Ice. Salutes. Alright. Shout out. I'm gonna say Kato. Cause I don't know what that's about right there. But salutes to you. Appreciate you. We gonna see. We gonna find out. Alright. Shout out Country Boy Hot Takes on the clock. Watching Shy do his thing. Don't get better than that. Salutes to you, sir. I appreciate you. I know what it is to be at the gig and listening to the homie Zay's content while I'm at the gig, so I know how that goes. All right, I appreciate you. All right, let's get it. Boom. First and foremost, quickly, we gotta go here. Boom. All right. The bar is officially open. All right. The wheel is here to be spun. $10 through Power Chat, Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. I said 13. I said 13 on the Super Chat, but we may have to make it 10. Because they don't have a $13 option. But 3 spin limit per 3 spin limit per timer. All right. Boom. Salutes to y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. Shout out Upper Echelon on the check-in. Salutes. All right. Get your spins in. For those that don't know, you can use the TTS. Is the power chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat. $10 to get you a spin on the wheel. On the wheel, the couple things gonna have to come off though, because after the first spin, we're losing the. I'm gonna take the gummy off of there because I ain't got but one left. Maybe somebody wanna buy it later. They could just cop it since I got one left. So I'm gonna take that out of there for the time being. For the meanwhile, in between while. All right, my brother Oso in the building. Salutes. What's your thought on Israel going to Iran? I couldn't even tell you what's happening in the world right now other than what we talk about here. You know, and I don't really talk to many other motherfuckers than who I talk to right here, so I don't even know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Yeah, I called them Kato because, you know, I didn't know if it was a troll account. We'll see. Give him time. He said, that's my name going on. Oh, okay. That's it. Okay, cool. Salutes. All right, shout out 298. Boom. Let me give this a refresh. Give this a refresh. Again, we much rather these spins come through the power chat. Salutes. Power chat is up top, and then the super chat is the $ in the chat box. Shout out Robert on the check-in. Salutes. Let's get it. All right, what we got going on over here? All right, shout out 298 Sosa, 3 spins. Salutes. Boom for the spin. Playing by the rules. They've been trying to get me 298 though. They've been trying to get me after the bell and shit. They've been trying to get me after the bell. All right, 3 spins for 298. I appreciate you, sir. We've been grinding the last bit. Bunch of live streams. And you might get some other stuff this weekend. We're going to see how it works. All right, your boy going to be putting in that work. All right, salutes to y'all. Make sure you go check out the videos that we dropped yesterday and today. If you have yet to check those out, put them in your playlist. Matter of fact, I will drop the links in the chat for y'all. Let me do this. Where's this at? Bow. Let me hit that. Bow. Boom. All right. Minute 41 left. Minute 41 left. Let me get y'all these links. These are the last.
Old Soul sent $30. Salutes everyone. Spin that wheel.
Salutes Oso for a $30 power chat. Salutes everyone. Spin that wheel. I shall spin. 298. You don't get a sound, but if you want one, here, shout out 298. 298 says spin that wheel. You know what I'm saying? I wish the Venmo, listen, the super chat used to not give the sound, and then out of nowhere just started doing it one day. Don't ask me how it happened, and it might go away one day just by me doing something, you know, adjusting something else, and that shit'll go bad again. We'll see. But boom, there you go. You got your sound. All right. Boom, salutes. All right, 40-second warning. It's good. 6 spins. We some mucho, yeah. All right, yeah. 298. Let me know if we spinning, if we shuffling. If we shuffling, give me a number. How many shuffles we shuffling? Salutes. Get this shit done early, bird. Cause I still got shit to do before I pass out, so I can't pass out. But that's why we're getting this wheel out early. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. See, somebody come in after this bell. They want fairness, but they don't offer me no fairness. All right, boom. So forever, I'm going to just spin for 298. I got to remember that. All right, I'm gonna, when you put spin in the thing, I'm gonna remember, because I looked at it, I said, okay, it says spin, maybe just wants you. I'm gonna spin. All right, we're gonna get to it. Let me knock this down over here. Close that wheel. Close this wheel here. Boom. How much for the gummy? That's all but 10. 10 for anyone that wants to buy the 10 gummy. It's the last one. And then, boom, let's get it. Let's get these boys their spins. Smoke them if you got them. Drink them if you got them. If you're sober, here's a hug from me to you. Shout out to all the truck drivers out there on the road. Shout out to everybody traveling to and from wherever they coming from to wherever they going. All right, safe travels to everybody. Salutes to y'all. All right, y'all see this here. No results. We starting on fresh. All right, we took out the gummy. We got 9 entries here. Have a beer. Spin again. 2 waters. A skip a turn. Double shot. Gorilla Bong. I'm going to take out a water from here since we took out the, there we go. Since we took out the gummy, see how fair I am to y'all? So all I get is water and 2 skipper turns. Beat that. While y'all get, have a beer, spin again, double shot, gorilla bong, take a shot, you know, wow. All right, boom. That said, I'm going to just give this the young spins. We starting with 298 and we getting after it. What do I want to do right here? We'll give them the DMX.
Are y'all ready to party? Let's go! Get your hands up! 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 Get your hands up!
Oh, shit. Okay. That should help me with my nap. That should absolutely help me with my nap. All right, let's get it. The cushage. All right, boom. We getting right after your second spin. So right now we got 1 gorilla. 1 gorilla. Back. Boom.
Velez sent $10 gummy.
Shout out Velez, bought the gummy. Okay. Motherfucker gonna be sideways. Right, salutes, appreciate you, sir. Let's bought the gummy. So we got a gorilla. And we got I gotta figure out a better emoji for the gummy. I'm using 4-leaf clover. Alright, let's get it. We going after 298's next spin. And we going with the Stone Cold. Oh, 298. Ate it on the second one. Hold that L. I forgot. See, I was too busy. I got a new sound effect for y'all to hold that L. Wait till I drop that shit in here, boy. All right, shout out for the skip a turn. Shout out Zoraida on the return. Coming in on wheel changes. Had to change it because, you know, I'm all out. Sometimes you run out of shit. You know what I'm saying? No. No. You got to relax, IB. No bondage. All right, gorilla and bondage don't go bongage. All right, got you know, code wordage. Bongage. All right, this guy right here. You know what I mean? This guy right here. He's right. It's that gorilla in me. All right, salutes to him. All right, salutes Zoraida. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Tarde pero ya llegué. Always on time. Always on time. All right. Boom. Let's get it. We're gonna do 298's last spin. Salutes to you, sir. Hold that L. And let's get it. See if he could come back from that. Oh no! 298, man, you just been on a bad streak, boy. You been on a bad streak. And I tell you what, man, with that, you know, the last time you was on a bad streak, I threw you a bone. But all your little El Avenger friends in here, they ruined that shit for you, Papa. I could never drink what's the word? A consolation prize beer again. All right? There's no fair around here. So, you know, I got to be careful. Got to watch my back. All right? But salutes to you. Thank you for playing the game. You got you a gorilla bongage rip out of that motherfucker, man. 298, man. Just stay away from Vegas. Don't play the lottery.
If you ever hit the 3 in a row, then I'd be like, go play the lottery. Your birthday weekend, you was on fire. All right? Birthday weekend, you was on fire. Salute to Ivy. Ivy said, oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, no bondage, bro. No bondage. Salutes to the wrenches and members. All right, it was too small. Apparently, my eyes aren't what they once were, everyone. No worries. None of our eyes are what they used to be yesterday. All right, boom. All right, let's get to Oso spins. Oso wants 5 shuffles. Oso, unless otherwise told now, I'm going to do 5 shuffles for each one. All right, let's get it. I'm dropping frames. I'm not understanding why, so let me slow things down for a second and let these frames get back to where they were. Hold on. Shout out Oso. He don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, selective memory. All right. Shout out to the Flores twins. Today is their birthday. Happy birthday to the Flores twins. Birthday's up for the Flores twins in the chat. All right. I told Jay I was gonna make him look old on the thumbnails from now on. It was the wrong day to tell him that it was his birthday and shit. So that 298, me and you have the same luck lately. Yeah. You get one and then you get smashed up on the other ones. What's up with this dropping frames though? I'm not understanding. Is it looking okay to y'all over there? Cause give me one sec. Let me take a look and make sure that I don't have too many things going on here. Really nothing out the norm. Nothing out the norm here. I'll knock this down here. These are the videos that we dropped. I want y'all to make sure y'all put those in your playlist. All right, put those in your playlist. Wow. All right, this is the War on Corridos. Again, this was former Kingpin Reacts done behind the scenes. This wasn't done on the live stream, so if you didn't see the premiere, you haven't seen it. And also we have the former Kingpin Reacts to Matthew Cox. All right, I'm dropping both those links in here. Put those in your playlist and get to those after this. I thought it was just me that had you sounding like that. I'm dropping mad frames. I don't know why. Oh, wait, maybe we're coming back. I don't get it. We haven't done that in a long time. The computer is tired as me right now. Let's see. Good luck on the wheel to Oso. No luck to Oso on the wheel. None. Okay. 298 degrees. The luck is terrible. Happy birthday, JMP. Big fan of you guys. Salute, sir. Appreciate you, country boy. I thought it was just me that had you sounding like that. Nah, man. It's the Thubo. All right. We seem to be back, though. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Shout out 298. Happy birthday, twins. Much love. Salutes. Wow. Let's get it. All right, now that we're back, let me get this wheel back popping. Let's get Oso his shuffles. And let's wish him no luck, all right? 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Oh, have a beer. All right, we got a gorilla. We got a beer. Have a beer. We got a gorilla, a beer. Where's the beer? Wow, right there. Where I'm at? Right here. Still cutting in and out. No, yeah, well, now it seems like I'm back. Now it's not dropping frames no more. Like, I could see when this shit is dropping frames. All right, let's get it. 5 more for Oso. 5. Oh, Oso hit him in the head. Headshot. He gone. Don't go. Don't go. Oh, keep going. Yes, hold that L. Hold it close to your chest. Right? Salutes. It was starting like it was buffering. Yeah. I saw that over here. It's not doing it no more, it seems. Happy birthday to JMP. Dios la bendiga con muchos años más. Bendiciones y felicidades con sus familias. Bendiciones siempre. Salutes to y'all. Salutes to you, Zoraida. Valencia can't say se tuvo because I closed and open and still cut out. All right. Skip a turn for old soul. Happy birthday, JMP. Salute to you and your family. Salutes. One more. What's it called? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if he can come back from that. Oh no, get him again. Oh, I thought we was gonna get you again, son. Thought we was gonna get you again. Let's drop another cerveza in there. And that's it. That's my midnight this is my go to sleep shit right here. Boom. Let me make sure my results. What are my results? Give it a bong. Skip a turn. Have a beer. Skip a turn. Have 2 beers. Gorilla bongage and the thing. Boom. We good. We good. Salutes. All right, y'all. I appreciate it. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me to do hood rat stuff with your friends.
Well, I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friends.
And we up in here. All right. Let me get this shit out of here. Oh, no. Don't do that. That's a... Stop. We didn't mean to spin it again. Get that shit out of here. That was accidental. Accidental tourist right here. All right. Boom. Now... I want to find these videos. All right, we're gonna start with the Sincity, Manny, and Finny the legend drama. For those that don't know, we covered it yesterday with the homie Zaya X. It was basically a beef that they had, an online beef that they had, piling on each other with shit talk for long periods of time. And shit went left. And Sincity Manny ended up unaliving Finny the legend and his wife on the strip. Horrible situation. Shout out to the homie Zaya. He made it clear to us. I'll be dropping that edited video next week. He made it clear to us that, and I already knew this, that he comes from a toxic relationship with the internet. You know what I'm saying? And having those kind of beefs. And he said this was more than just a story for him. This was an eye-opening, life-changing experience. He often, he's not much of a believer in God, but he believes in his deceased mother. May she rest in peace. And he believes that this is a sign from her for him to sit his ass down. And he has heeded the call. That man was been deleting shit. Anything that had to do with any type of beef he had on the internet, he's deleting it, and he ain't even saving it in the hard drive. That part of his life is over. So salutes to him. But I found, I ran into more information. There was a rumor that I heard that group of people had already had a physical confrontation before the events, way before the events of the strip over, the last couple of days when Finny and his wife were unalived. They had a physical altercation on another occasion, on an earlier occasion, and this may be what started it all, or maybe the internet led to this and then this kind of pushed it over the edge. But nonetheless, we thought that, I thought, aside from the rumor that I forgot to mention that now, I thought that their situation was purely internet shit talk back and forth that ended up on the street. But no, they've evidently put hands on each other before in some way, shape, form, or fashion violently. So we're going to look into that. I have the video of it. We're going to see all of that. So let's get it. Hundreds up in the chat. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. I appreciate y'all for being here. Shout out JP on the check-in. Salute Sha'il, my dude, Il Cartel members and chat. Hope you've had a blessed and grateful Friday. Please like and subscribe to the great quality content. It is Freebird. Salutes. No, otra vez not. That was accident. Accidente. Accidente. All right, boom. I'm going to start with this video here. Ivan Castro back for his boy, the Diddler. All right, who so far, I'm not convinced he's the Rico Suave, not at all. Shout out Zoraida. Mom always to the rescue, no matter where they're at. Yeah, how we get to that? What happened? We good? Everything good? Did I say something? What'd I say? All right, boom. So, let me find the first. We're going to go to this channel called the Charm Whisperer. This is where I ran into a video of, again, something that I only heard was something that I only heard as a rumor. This guy showed me the video. Mind you, like Zaya said, Manny's channel's been taken down. So a lot of those videos go with it, but he got some stuff here. So we're going to go through his whole thing. It's not long, about 20 minutes altogether. There's 3 videos. Shout out Eddie Jimenez. Yes, sir. They threw down. There's a video and it shows Julie there as well getting down. No, yeah. And you let me know if you seen it, Eddie. You let me know if the one I play ain't it. If there's another one, I need to know where that's at too. Shout out 298. Hit the like button. Salutes. And I'm going to go get my first drink. And we're going to get it popping, all right? Let me start this video. Because remember, y'all told me when I walk away, press play. When you walk away, press play. All right? Awkward silence ain't it. Let's see what we got here. This is 3 days ago. The tragic shooting of YouTuber Finny the Legend by Sincity Manny Wise. A full breakdown. He did it in 4 minutes. So salutes to him. Oh, because they took it as a... Oh, salutes Zoraida. Yes. Yes. And that's it. That's, you know, when something good happens to him or he squeaks out of something, mama, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know, it's his heart. So, mama to the rescue from wherever, however. Let's get it.
The tragic shooting of YouTuber Finny the Legend by Sincity Manny Wise, a full breakdown. On the night of June 8, 2025, the Las Vegas Strip was rocked by a shocking act of violence that was captured live on YouTube. Finny the Legend, a content creator known for his live streams, was fatally shot alongside his wife, Bubbly, by fellow YouTuber Sincity Manny Wise, also known as Sincity Family or Manny D, near the Bellagio fountains. The incident, which unfolded in real time on Finny's live stream, has since gone viral, sparking outrage and grief across social media. Here's everything we know so far about this tragic event. 1. The shooting. What happened? The attack occurred at 10:40 p.m. Pacific time while Finny the Legend was live streaming a walk along the Las Vegas Strip with his wife, Bubbly. The couple was near the Bellagio Hotel and Casino when Sincity Manny Wise appeared in the background of the stream. At first, he seemed unaware of them, but moments later, he returned and engaged in a heated confrontation with Bubbly. What the live stream showed, Manny Wise suddenly pulled out a handgun and fired at least 7 shots in Finny's direction. Bubbly, in shock, screamed, "Are you Finangie kidding me?" before the camera appeared to drop to the ground. Chaos ensued as bystanders fled in panic. The live stream was cut off by a police officer minutes later. Police arrived swiftly and found 2 victims, Finny and Bubbly, lying on the sidewalk with gunshot wounds. Despite immediate medical aid, both were pronounced dead at the scene. 2. Who were the victims? Finny the Legend, a smaller YouTuber, 3.44k subscribers, known for live streaming his experiences in Las Vegas. His last video was titled, Live Fremont Street Experience #VegasFinny is winning here we go, a 2-hour stream before the fatal incident. Bubbly, Finny's wife, described by fans as innocent, happy, and full of life before the attack. Witnesses say she was dancing and enjoying the night moments before the shooting. Fans flooded Finny's channel with tributes, calling the act senseless and demanding justice. 5. Background of the dispute, the YouTube feud that turned deadly. The conflict between Finny the Legend and Sincity Manny Wise was not a sudden eruption, but rather the culmination of a long-standing online feud between the 2 Vegas-based YouTubers. Roots of the rivalry. Both creators occupied the same niche, live streaming their experiences on the Las Vegas Strip, often covering similar locations like Fremont Street and the Bellagio Fountains 113. Their rivalry escalated into mutual sabotage, with each reportedly issuing copyright strikes against the other's channels in an attempt to get them demonetized or banned 16. At one point, Finny allegedly succeeded in getting...
Hey man, that's a dirty game once they start doing that. I saw a lot of that in Section 8. Once you start flagging each other's channel and shit, it's a dirty fucking game right there. That's why you'll never disrespect another man for real. Fuck around and get smoked. The problem be, this is a different story. The problem be is, the problem be, a motherfucker come in disrespectful, then you're better at being disrespectful, and now that bitch ass motherfucker's hurt. You know what I'm saying? And that be the problem. People just got to check their energy when they come in. There's a lot of us that don't put up with shit, but we don't start no shit. We ain't looking for no shit. What you got to come over here with that bullshit for? And now since I'm better at it than you, now you mad? You know? But I get it. You know, motherfuckers just need to relax. That's it.
Manny reportedly issuing copyright strikes against the other's channel.
Shout out 298. All right. Get this gorilla bongage.
Channels in an attempt to get them demonetized or banned 16. At one point, Finny allegedly succeeded in getting Manny's channel demonetized, which may have intensified tensions. Online threats and escalation.
Yeah, that's something to piss you off. You know, it ain't something to smoke nobody, you know, over, but that's dirty. You know, you stopping, you taking food off of his table. What he had, 20K subs? I mean, it ain't much, but you know, it definitely ain't worth smoking somebody over. But stop playing with people's, you know, trickle money, you know? Salutes.
According to resurfaced clips, Manny had previously threatened Finny, saying he was gonna shoot him in a now-deleted video. Fans who followed both channels noted that Manny resented Finny for exposing his alleged scams, further fueling hostility. This toxic rivalry, played out publicly on social media, ultimately spilled into real-world violence in one of the most...
Shout out 298. They was both on some whole shit. I agree. And that's the right way to say it. It was both on some... What? Just fucking paying attention to each other all day. You never know when the beef is enough to put someone to snap. Yeah. Yep.
Most horrific ways possible. This tragedy serves as a grim reminder of how online conflicts can escalate into real-world violence. As the investigation continues, the internet mourns Finny and Bubbly while demanding accountability. What do you think? Should platforms like YouTube do more to monitor feuds between creators? Let me know in the comments.
Listen, it makes me mad that y'all did this shit because YouTube already does too much to monitor everything. Except for the right shit. They're horrible when it comes to the kids shit. I don't like these YouTubers that they claim are for kids. And I watch some of these people, and sometimes they be on the kids app. YouTube is horrible with filtering content for children. I watch on the kids app when I'm trying to see what my nieces are watching. And seeing these, they dress like they should be for kids. Everything around them looks like it's for kids. They're not having kids conversations. They're having adult conversations on those streams. It just looks like it's for kids. And the kids don't know no better. They just listen. Then they throw a little a bell and whistle, you know what I'm saying? A sound or something. And, you know, they pretend it's for kids. YouTube is the worst at that. But they're on my ass with every time the word drug is used. Every time the word cartel is used. They're on my ass about that shit every day. Meanwhile, there's adults talking to your children all day long. They can't figure that part out. So I'm salty at these two motherfuckers for putting more heat on YouTube. I don't know that it's YouTube's responsibility. This is like anything else. I tell people all the time, that shit Rogan says, you could abuse a fork. You know? I come from a gangbang city. You give them a walkie-talkie, they gonna bang on it. You give them a party line, they go bang on it. You give them an internet, they gonna bang on it. You give them a chat room, they gonna bang on it. You give them a RP role-playing video game, they gonna bang on it. It's just what it is. Eddie Minute said, bro, I saw the video with Finny straight out disrespecting Julie. He was straight up body shaming her. Yeah, I think we saw one of those yesterday. It's crazy talk. All right, 298, Gorilla Bongage. Let's get it. Big old nube. The YouTube Kids app is bad. Kids app, adult app, the Kids app you would think would have it all together, trash. You would think that the Kids app would have it figured out and protect the kids more than regular YouTube, trash. Just as bad as regular YouTube for them. Trash. Trash. Alright? And remember, my nieces done popped up on my live stream. Oh, you weren't around for that, Shannon. Shannon, all the wrenches froze, man. I had a contract out on my niece. If she pop up in this chat, y'all clap her. I couldn't clap her. Neither could anybody else. Nobody clapped her. Alright?
You know, but it's really not, though, because 320 people is huge. So
Feuds between creators?
But here's the thing. These guys get all the views. It's just us in here. You know what I'm saying? These the guys that get all the views. The jerk-offs, the lames, everybody yelling at each other, talking shit. These the guys.
Let me know in the comments.
Nobody that's thinking. Nobody that's, I don't see it. Not like that. I mean, once you get there, yeah, but you could blow your channel up quick talking shit.
it's getting old, but it's really not, though, because 320 people is huge. So it's just getting old to me. So no, John, it's not the situation's not getting old. I'm getting tired.
That
like,
hat
I
is
just
crazy,
don't feel like getting up for it, even though y'all do most
I like that hat.
of the work. I don't go research and do these compilation videos or nothing. I just play them. So shout out to the people that put in the work. You do a hell of a job.
All right, boom. Let's go to the next one. So now this is the one that points out that skirmish that they had. I believe. Yeah, let's get it. Absolute trash. MK Ultra crap. Facts. No, I didn't freeze. I told you guys I wasn't clapping her, and you froze. Oh yeah. No, you didn't. Nobody wanted to clap her though. Nobody else clapped her, and she came in here more than once, right? I told her though I was like, hey, you almost got clapped. They was all gonna clap you at the same time. She was like, oh yeah. I was like, don't you go in there to see if you could get clapped. Relax. It's crazy how quick they grow, man. Like, I was just holding her with one arm yesterday, and now she got a whole fucking personality and attitude and all of that shit. She changed her name. I forget what it was. It was Obzilla, something like that. Shit, depending on what type of higger you is, that definitely a smokable offense, but you ain't supposed to be going back and forth with each other on some whole shit. Not somebody mom got smoked because of it. Come on. At the end of the day, yeah, depending who you are, well, guess what? If you have any kind of smarts, there should be a dollar amount that you lose that makes it worthy of going and smoking something. You know what I'm saying? If you're smoking something for a little 20K, advertising money for not 20K advertising money, but 20,000 subscribers worth of advertising money coming from YouTube, then you wilding the fuck out. All right, so get it together, 298. Some shit just ain't worth it. But yeah, all that going back and forth is whatever. The shit got to get old, and I don't come from that. Our shit was akara. I'm a 70s baby raised in the 80s and 90s, so shout out Zachary Leitner on the check-in. Yo, I made it, Shy. I appreciate you going so hard all week and still doing another live. And we not done, Popeyes. And you out there getting that money.
Millions.
Oh, Zachary was the first. There's a new feature on YouTube, and I think I like it. Y'all tell me what y'all think. The community section, where the posts are, if you are on your phone, you too can put a post on the channel. I think it's fun. We got to figure out how to use it and how to enjoy it. I think it's dope. Zach was the first one to jump in there to check and see if it worked, because I couldn't see it from behind, and I'm on a computer. I didn't know you had to be on the phone, so shout out Zoraida. She won. She definitely won. Salutes. No internet shit gonna have me crash out of real. Oh shit. No internet shit gonna have me crash out in real life. And self-snitch the entire time leading up to that. That's what they did. There's just a lot of bullshit, a lot of talking. And now there's a bunch of kids without parents and shit. Crazy. Stupid, really. Pretty fucking dumb. Again, there was a lot of lines crossed here. Body shaming the wife. You know, demonetizing people. All the shit talking back and forth. It didn't go one way. It was two ways, I guess. But when you got somebody that's relentless on you, it's like on your man. But you got to figure out how to put that shit out. It didn't work for either one of them. They crashed out. Let's get it. This is supposed origin story of this drama, I believe. Finny the Legend took Vegas drama too far. Sincity feud. Let me see what the rest of this part says. Is this it? Yeah. I think this is it. Let's get it.
Like this is just gonna be like a fine tap in the wrist, you know what I mean? It'll be quick, you know. And as far as like Fremont will have to understand that in this case it was not an attack, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. They gotta see the big picture. But anyways, and guys, I ain't gonna blame nobody. I ain't gonna blame my best friend for it. I'll go and do my time. Or whatever it is, I'll take care of it. They gotta see the big picture. But anyways, and guys, I ain't gonna blame nobody. I ain't gonna blame my best friend for it. I'll go and do my time, or whatever it is, I'll take care of it, you know?
Alright, let's get into part 2 of this video. Breaking down the background of the Sincity feud that's had the YouTube streets buzzing. Based on what I found, this whole beef actually started offline in real life before it ever made its way to social media. So here's what happened. Finny the Legend and his wife, known online as Bubbly, were in Las Vegas. While they were casually streaming and recording their trip, they happened to pass by a street performance. And that's where they encountered Sincity Manny, who's known for performing in costume along the strip. Now, here's the twist. Bubbly was filming the surroundings, and at some point, captured footage of Manny performing. Apparently, Manny didn't take kindly to being recorded and things escalated quickly.
I wonder, because she has the camera right in his face, I wonder if they knew of each other by this point, because from what I understood was that, and what I had heard, and I don't remember how I heard it or where I heard it, is that Finny was a member of Manny's chat, and then something went left, and then he started doing content on Manny. But I'm wondering if at this point they're aware of each other's existence, or is this just a lady being cinematic with her camera all up in a dude's face who don't like his space invaded? You know what I'm saying? Which is which? I don't know. And if I had that timeline, if I know that right now Finny, Bubbly, and Manny already are aware of and know of each other, this is a different scenario. If they don't know each other at all, she's looking at him as a performer, something to be filmed, and she's all in his shit, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" What I don't know the truth. I don't know what the. If anybody does know, if Eddie knows, let me know. Did they know each other by this point? If they didn't, I could see how this can be crazy. Boom. Fact, Shy been going hard all week. Salutes. I was gonna post some Scarface-ish for the trolls and Bartel no hugging trolls. You seen the boy Elon Musk taking back? Man, what a circle jerk, huh? What a circle jerk. You guys are living, or we're living, but you guys are participating in something that's stranger than fiction, man. Real talk. Alright, boom. So don't want to end up like Epstein. Yeah, well, no shit. Trump put him in one of his own spaceships and sent his ass off. No, they didn't know each other at this point, says Kato. This is what kicked everything off. See, now that's crazy. Because I get it. I get both sides of this right here. Being a performer, an artist, a content creator, right? If they don't know each other here, she's feeling free to be all in his face. You're paying it up. You're a performer, bro. Right? Maybe he doesn't have experience with, I've had movie cameras on me right here, right in my shit. And I don't even understand or acknowledge that they're even there. I don't even know where they're at sometimes, but they'll be right here. He probably not used to that shit. He's used to being seen and taped from afar, but she's probably getting a good ass shot of the makeup and shit. You know what I'm saying? And boom, that little interaction. One person too comfortable, one person uncomfortable. And this is what it turns into. Let's get it. Salutes.
Finny the Legend and his wife, known online
wait. Eddie Jimenez said, yes, bro, they already knew one another. I believe they were looking for content to make fun of Manny. Finny then went on and said, what is he, a cholo or a clown? Oh, shit, Kato, you didn't shit the bed. You shit the bed, Kato. Now, if you admitted that you just learned something new, then we good. You know what I mean? I heard that too, Brown Eyes. I heard Finny used to be a fan of Manny's channel before they fell out with each other. Okay. And I'm gonna believe Eddie, because Eddie holds the motherfucking keys to the motherfucking. Put him in a fucking bed, you might. When Eddie says, they already knew one another. I believe they were looking for content to make fun of Manny. Yeah. Now you don't invade my space. Let's not do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's not do that. Definitely stranger than fiction. Banana Stan said, this isn't the whole story. My understanding is they all knew each other for over a year prior to this. Okay. That was all I needed. All I needed to know was if in that interaction, because we haven't even gotten through the interaction. Let's show the interaction first, then we'll get to it. To prove Manny didn't own it. Okay. He didn't, but we'll get to that. All right. Salutes to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button on the way in. No, salutes, Kato. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out together because we do suffer this on the internet and we are very aware of that. That there's information and misinformation everywhere and it swirls around. So we're going to go step by step right here. First, let's see the interaction. All right? First, let's see the interaction.
were in Las Vegas. While they were casually streaming and recording their trip, they happened to pass by a street performance. And that's where they encountered Sincity Manny, who's known for performing in costume along the strip. Now, here's the twist. Bubbly was filming the surroundings, and at some point, captured footage of Manny performing. Apparently, Manny didn't take kindly to being recorded and things escalated quickly. He pushed her phone away mid-recording. That simple act sparked a confrontation.
Well, she went at Manny's girl right there. Yeah, shout out Kato. No, we're gonna figure this shit out. Shout out JP. Y'all gonna help me figure this shit out. I'm almost positive this started real life before it turned internet and was trying to de-escalate. Did you see the link I sent the other day? Yeah, I saw all of those links. See, now mind you, I didn't know that this interaction had happened. Right? But this could have been something that happened from the internet. The internet led to this, which led to more internet, which led to what happened. No? Shout out Rick Jacobs. They had been at each other for a while and it was on site. No, I'm in this circle. I know a little more than him, but that's cool. Salute to you. I appreciate you. Stranger than fiction. All right. The news link. All right, we'll get to it. Let's get through this. Hold on, man. Let me see. Because that's the problem. It's not. Nothing is chronological right now. Yeah, that's this thing here. But they are saying that that's, some people say that that's where it started. Some people say the internet led to that, is what I'm saying. But this is the pepper spray incident right here. So let's go back to it. All right, boom. It looks like she don't come at Manny after he pushes the camera. It's like she comes at his girl, maybe?
He pushed her phone away mid-recording. That simple act sparked a confrontation.
See, like people, he says she stepped toward Manny. She didn't step toward Manny. She stepped to somebody on the right and behind Manny. You know, people just say whatever. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's just a bad angle. That's my fault. It's the hat. Hat had me fucked up. You know what I mean? The hat had me fucked up. Alright, there's Finny. Finny's a big dude, man. He's a big dude, man. Alright? Big dude. Manny's a little dude, bro. Manny's a little dude. Nah, I think it is the wife too, man. Cause where's Bubby? Security. Wifey back here now, no? Is that her? Boom, Manny goes for the pepper spray. So Manny just keep a weapon on him, man. Little dude, man. Little dude get busy with the weapon, boy. Crazy. Oh, Judy hitting her with the wand and shit, boy. She found a wand. She went full on Harry Potter on that ass. Shout out Kato. Kato, come back, bro. Don't be bad. Don't be sad. Hit the like button. Shout out Brown Eyes. They're way too grown to be acting like this over views. YouTube making more money off Finny unaliving and Manny going to jail than they'll ever make going live with BS drama. Shout out Brown Eyes. We had this conversation on, I don't even know, night before last with the homie Zaya. And Zaya's life was that kind of drama on the internet. And, you know, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Shout out Rick Jacobs. I tune in every day, but stay in the shadows. Good show. Salutes to you. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Shout out JP. She pulled out the wand though, papas. Once the wand comes out, you know, and then you got the little dude with the pepper spray in the back, they pulled off an offensive in this motherfucker. Yeah, Julie was striking Bubbly with that stick on the quicks. That's the interaction that I wanted to see, is because it felt like she was coming towards Manny but off to his right. I don't know. But I don't know where Julie was, but she got the stick now. What's up? Yeah, see the wand. She pulled out a wand, bro. Manny pepper sprays. Now everybody's wandering. Oh, Julie come back with the stick. Get her again.
According to the videos and reports, things got even worse. Mannywise and his group allegedly pepper sprayed Bubbly right there in public. Shortly after the incident, Finny and Bubbly went live on their channel to tell their story.
I'm not sure what you watched, but then when the witch tried to swing her stick or staff or whatever and tried to hit me. So I understand what you're saying, but you also have to understand. I can sit and I can say whatever I want to. This is America. We have freedom of speech. So I can say what I want to say in your face. But when you put your hands on me or when you spray something on me, that's when we have a problem. So what you're saying is fine. I don't have any problem with what you're saying, and you absolutely have a right to feel the way that you feel and to believe what you believe. I don't have any problem with that. But I certainly think that when you put your hands on me, that's where I have a problem, and that's where I draw the line. And then when you spray something on me, then that's where I draw the line. In addition, my other problem is you're out here videoing people and you're not asking people if they are allowing you to video them. So when somebody videos you, then you're upset about the situation. Yeah, I'm kind of taking a little bit of issue with that, Jasmine. Like, I don't think that you don't necessarily know me, and again, I appreciate your perspective. You are right that I did go into the situation. Absolutely right. But I certainly think that if I come to you and I say something about you, you still don't have the right to put your hands on me. I think that's where we need to draw the line.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where. I mean, yeah, the law will tell you that, but the block will tell you something else. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get the fuck out my face in all kind of different ways. Shout out Zoraida with the Bruja gear. No, that's no fun. That's the problem with society. No one could throw up some bones. They fight and use weapons and magic. La Bruja. Shout out Stan. No. I don't know where you live, but where I live, you can't get in someone's face and say what you want. Yeah, but who you talking to? Her? Me? I agree, but there's cameras everywhere. Like where they were at, this is a whole different situation. Like they was antagonizing each other. They was pushing it. Pepper spray and me, we got problems. I mean, like she just said, she walked up to them. She went over there antagonizing. Evidently, antagonizing ain't a law. But this shit wasn't stopped nearly in time because she's no longer here to tell that story. And that was my point. Salute to JP. Because Brown Eyes said, not everybody's making money off of what happened. Facts. And that was a big conclusion that Zaya had came to. He said, let me ask everybody in the chat something. If we were to, God forbid, just go, y'all gonna stop watching YouTube? No. On to the next. You know? It's crazy. See there, she talking like she already knows of them. Yeah, you got it. You got it, Eddie. Well, we'll see. Let me keep listening. They dedicated their show to clowning on the guy. Free speech can get you on a live when you keep pushing. You have the freedom of speech. The freedom doesn't give you like consequences are like a wild animal. They're uncontrollable. You know? Stan said I'm talking to her. Yeah, no. That's the first sign that Manny will do something if you mess with him. They kept at it though. Yeah, that's the first sign that Manny's gonna pull something and then old girl's gonna come out with the fucking wand and shit. You know? Anything can happen any moment. But shit happens fast. It's another thing we talked about. How fast wasn't the situation? We have the benefit of watching it, slowing it down, bringing it back. Right? But that shit happened like that. Everything was over. Everything changed. These are the type of people that need to be spending money on life insurance policies, not partying and bullshitting. No college fund and home to pass down to their children. Just sad as hell on both sides. Just a silly, petty thing to happen to each other over something stupid. You know, but stupid shit happens every day. Excuse me. Stupid shit happens every day. Somebody doing some stupid shit right now. A whole bunch of people. People in power, people with money, people with no money, people with influence, no influence, power, no power. Everybody somewhere is doing some stupid shit. Like the reporter the other night, he kept getting pissed because other people were in his park. Yeah. You got to ask me if you're going to record me. I don't have to by law. And he said, yeah, but you got to ask me. And you know what he means by that? He means he's going to meet you with force. You know what I'm saying? Now, he ain't done it, right? But that's what he's saying. Manny, this is, like Kato said, this is Manny showing, listen, we'll get proactive up in this bitch. Y'all could come with this passive aggressive, put the camera in my face shit, but we will get proactive up in here. You know? Shout out Brown Eyes. Shout out Zoraida.
And if you think that that's okay, all right, girl, that's what you think.
And that moment marked a turning point. Their channel began to gain major traction as more and more people tuned in. Why? Because apparently many others had also had issues with Mannywise, and this incident gave them a voice and a platform to speak out. Support for Finny grew, and so did the drama. As their views and subscribers climbed, so did their confidence, leading to regular weekly live streams where they didn't hold back. These streams quickly turned into sessions filled with verbal attacks, mockery, and insults aimed at Mannywise, his crew, and even his family. What started as a heated moment on the Vegas Strip soon spiraled into something much bigger and much darker. The feud between Finny the Legend and Sincity Mannywise didn't just stay on YouTube. It became personal, real-world personal. As tensions rose and both sides gained traction online,
Shout out JP. Shout, no one has quite answered me. What about the real fans and supporters who continue to crash out because of the loss, like gangbanging nowadays? I'm sure they have plenty of followers around them. You mean like their chats now going at it? I mean, it just had to be a whole bunch of dum-dums if any one of them go to this extent. Their job right now is to shut the fuck up about each other, but that probably won't happen. Yeah, I'm not in their community. I don't know. That would be stupid. But again, stupid shit happen all the time. Some stupid shit happening right now. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. Alright? It is what it is. If you don't like a man, walk away from him. These people repeatedly went looking for the man they didn't like. Yeah. Until he was looking for them. And then shit went all the way left. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, yo. This shit went all the way left.
Drama spilled into the streets of Las Vegas. Multiple in-person confrontations took place.
Multiple in-person confrontations. Jeez.
Body, bro, is after seeing him being right next to him, I am way bigger than him, man. Like, I really don't know. Like, unless he was able to, like, it was his best chance. Like, even if he revved up, like, say we was really fighting, we squared up. Like, even if he revved up, like, he can't even, like, if he wanted to hit me in my jaw, like, it would be so hard for him to reach up here. Like, he's really a small dude, man. Like I get no props, and if we ever do get to lock up, like, if I do beat him up, I get no props. Like, the only, you being a bisexual man trying to touch me there. I hate that you keep having to verbally say it, man, because I feel so, yeah, I feel so, yeah, your mic violated. Your mic is doing the same. Go on camera a lot whining about haters doing this and haters doing that. Grow up, fool. Shout out to Dominic.
They charge me with assault. The type of assault it is, it's a misdemeanor, which means it's gonna be like a fine or like probation. You know, it's not a serious bodily injury assault. ¿Me entiendes?
These were verbal and physical face-offs, sometimes involving both creators and their loyal supporters. The Sin City streets turned into a stage, but the show wasn't scripted. What made it worse? The power of their platforms. With each side live streaming, narrating, and spinning their version of events, the conflict turned into digital warfare. Soon, it wasn't just about who was right or wrong. It became a battle for control, revenge, and platform dominance. In a move that shocked their audiences, both sides attempted to strike each other's YouTube channels down. Reports flew in that Mannywise camp filed copyright and community guideline complaints against Mannywise content. In retaliation, Finny's side allegedly tried to take down Mannywise live streams, citing harassment, copyrights.
I mean, what other disrespectful shit could y'all do to each other? You know what I'm saying? You in each other's pockets, you scrapping in one way or another. I mean, it escalated to where shit goes.
And targeted attacks.
Yes, because I got him with 2 strikes right there. This will be the last one right here, and we're in that channel. But I mean, we could just, you know, we don't really care about it.
Shout out, Kato. Where's it at? Jonathan, they passed the channel torch to F Donuts. I believe that's the last dude whose name he said on the stream. Whose name Finny said on the screen. That's where all his followers are now. They cyberbully other streamers too, not just Manny. And that's it. They just passed the torch and they doing the same old shit. Hey man, it's a snake eating its own ass. You know? It seemed like he was hunting them down. And it seemed like he was baiting them. Both of them was wilding. I was taking the same channel. I have no idea these people until the night unfortunately passed, but I know of other content creators who have gone real life and live nearby to this day. Facts. He reminded me of gangbanging, disrespecting another man's wife. Yeah, it was doing a lot of that.
Cause it ain't that channel ain't got no traction, but we also get to laugh at, cause he finna get the notification tomorrow. We get to laugh at how quick he try to take this other video down. So somebody send me, I just put it in the chat, where he got, what video of mine he got that from, and I get that one too. He gonna get an email tonight about the other one, and that's gonna be a second strike. Yeah, we don't really care if we get him, but if he try to be tough.
Each time a video was flagged, a live stream got removed, or a strike was issued, fans flooded the comments and chats, some cheering, others accusing, and many just there for the chaos. It was clear, this wasn't just YouTube drama anymore. This was a full-blown feud with real-world consequences, real money on the line, and a community watching it all unfold like a digital street fight, week after week.
You can't just be quiet and let, like I said, if you don't speak your side, people will run and believe in as an influencer slash, you know what I mean? I'm like YouTuber. If somebody that's going to be watched by thousands of people, it's like our image too has to be, you know, backed up and represented, feel me? So even though I'm not spilling out too much, at the same time, I'm making sure to, you know, clear my shit as well as, you know what I mean, let everybody know what it is.
As the Sincity feud unfolded, many viewers took to the comments sections to express their views, not just about the drama, but about the evolution of Manny Wise and the so-called Sincity family. One particularly eye-opening comment came from a Gwiz who posted this a year ago under one of Finny the Legend's videos. He wrote, "Imagine there is a group of unrelated people who call themselves a family. They have a leader who says he loves them and will die for the family. They profess that the family has a bond that is sacred and eternal. Members of the family support the leader through donations of money and gifts. He tells the surrounding community the family runs things and to bow down. Some members get tattoos of the leader and they have chapters in other states."
What the fuck is this guy talking about?
Comment came from a feud unfolded. Many viewers took to the comments sections to express their views, not just about the drama, but about the evolution of Manny Wise and the so-called Sincity family. One particularly eye-opening comment came from a Gwiz who posted this a year ago under one of Finny the Legend's videos. He wrote, "Imagine there is a group of unrelated people who call themselves a family. They have a leader who says he loves them and will die for the family. They profess that the family has a bond that is sacred and eternal. Members of the family support the leader through donations of money and gifts. He tells the surrounding community the family runs things and to bow down. Some members get tattoos of the leader and they have chapters in other states. They are involved in numerous violent incidents, tagging walls, threatening opposition, and suppressing information about their dirty deeds. They have a YouTube channel that the family uses to identify themselves and claim to be nothing but love and positivity." That comment alone paints a powerful and controversial image of what the Sincity family has become. A group that promotes unity on the surface, but has allegedly been involved in some very questionable activities behind the scenes. Another commenter at nocap702_New York 4XZ gave an even deeper breakdown not just of the group, but of the channel's transformation over time. "They've been a lil sketch on the low since I started watching them. That's what set them apart from all the ho-hum low-effort streamers on Fremont. They're a guilty pleasure, excessive partying, fights, and ogling girls. Manny is the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde of Las Vegas. Weekend Manny, in costume and a few drinks in, is funny and unpredictable. But weekday Manny? Totally different vibe. Slow streams, dodging security with Julie used as a human shield, and repetitive food reviews full of burping and lip smacking. Still, I stayed subscribed for the weekends." Whether you support Sincity Manny Wise or not, these comments reveal just how polarizing his content and his community have become. And that's how a real-life street altercation turned into an online feud.
Well, I sure hope I sure hope I ain't going to the doctor and all this shit for no reason. They told me that if proven guilty, you will have to pay for me going to get my back checked out. You will have to pay for these doctor visits. So I'm just hoping this little mini fine or whatever, you know, I just hope I don't have to pay anything, because they're the ones telling me to go to the doctor, not me. So hopefully...
Yep, so that means he's suing. That means he was suing him. Now, whatever happened, was that case ever closed, or is that shit still open? Shout out JP, coño, I'm telling you. Ganga, that's what you telling me? Gang, gang? No, I'm not gang. Salutes. I do not gang bang. This is yeah, no, but that's just the internet though. That's the internet for you, man. That's the internet for you. It's where people go to feel like their favorite film character. You know what I'm saying? What have I been saying about dude? What? Remind me. There's a lot of y'all. What? He's a creep? Gangbanger? Weird? Yeah, no, buddy got some shit going on. Buddy got some shit going on. Man. It's crazy. Well, let's see what's the update in the courtroom. Let's see what this same guy got to say about that, because...
The undersheriff with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, and I'm going to provide you some brief details about the events that are occurring right now in the 3600 block. Las Vegas Boulevard. On Sunday, June 8th at approximately 10:40 p.m., officers from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department who were on patrol in the 3600 block, Las Vegas Boulevard, heard gunfire occurring on the west side of the street. The officers immediately ran towards that gunfire, and they found two victims who were laying on the sidewalk, suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. Our officers rendered medical aid to both victims, but their efforts to save those...
I'd never unalive you over a gift, but I'll put you in a fucking bed.
Victims' lives were unsuccessful, and both victims gunshot wounds. Our officers rendered medical aid to both victims, but their efforts to save those victims' lives were unsuccessful, and both victims were pronounced deceased at the scene.
There's been a major update in the tragic shooting that took place on the Las Vegas Strip, a case that shocked thousands after being caught live on YouTube. Just hours after the fatal incident that claimed the lives of Rodney and Tanisha Finley, the suspect, Manny Ruiz, turned himself in. Here's everything we know so far about the arrest, the investigation, and the chilling moment Ruiz tried to convince the police that the camera did lie. Known to thousands of followers as Finny the Legend and Bubbly, were gunned down Sunday night, June 8th, during a live stream near the Bellagio fountains in what police now describe as a cold-blooded act that stemmed from a long-running digital feud. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, LVMPD, has confirmed that 41-year-old Manny Ruiz turned himself in on the morning of June 9th at a Henderson Police Department station. He has since been booked at the Clark County Detention Center, facing 2 counts of open murder with a deadly weapon. According to the original police report, officers on routine patrol in the 3600 block of South Las Vegas Boulevard heard gunshots and immediately rushed to the scene. There, they discovered 2 individuals suffering from fatal gunshot wounds. The entire tragedy was broadcast live on Rodney Finley's YouTube channel in a shocking moment that has since been replayed and dissected by viewers and investigators alike. In the video, a man later identified as Ruiz is seen walking directly toward the couple, pulling a firearm from his waistband and opening fire. Multiple muzzle flashes are visible. The footage ends in chaos as viewers realized what was happening in real time. Using casino surveillance, detectives traced Ruiz's movements following the shooting. Footage shows him running from the scene, removing his hat and t-shirt, and stashing a 9mm handgun between a fence and a wall near the Paris Hotel Valet area. A ballistics match confirmed the weapon was used in the double homicide. Manny Ruiz voluntarily walked into a Henderson Police Department station and turned himself in. Authorities immediately transferred him to LVMPD headquarters, where he agreed to speak with detectives. According to the arrest report, Ruiz told investigators that he had been walking along the strip with his wife when he unexpectedly encountered Rodney and Tanisha Finley. He claimed that during the encounter, Rodney made a sudden movement toward his waistband and greeted him with the phrase, "What up, cuz?" A gesture Ruiz interpreted as a potential threat. Believing Rodney was reaching for a gun, Ruiz said he fired in self-defense. Ruiz then stated that he turned his attention
that "what up, cuz" came after Bubbly was already in his face and he was already fired up. You know what I mean? Now, Finny did step off from the camera. Yeah, I don't know. Unfortunate situation.
Rodney made a sudden movement toward his waistband and greeted him with the phrase, "What up, cuz?" A gesture Ruiz interpreted as a potential threat. Believing Rodney was reaching for a gun, Ruiz said he fired in self-defense. Ruiz then stated that he turned his attention to Tanisha Finley, who, according to him, appeared to be holding a shiny black object in her hand. Fearing it was a weapon, he fired again, fatally wounding her as well. However, investigators were quick to point out that no firearms were found near either of the Finleys at the scene, nor did any of the multiple video.
That's it. Done deal. Case closed.
Recordings, including the live stream from Rodney Finley's YouTube channel.
The daughter. R.I.P. Mom and Dad. Nothing in this world could have prepared me for losing both of my parents in one night. Well, I tell you what. I hope you're more mature than them. And I mean that in a genuine sense, not a shit-talking sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm living in a nightmare that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. I've never felt pain like this. I feel empty, confused, helpless. I'm still in shock. My heart is beyond heavy. There's a part of me that's gone and it can never be replaced. My dad and I shared a birthday that's coming up on this Saturday, June 14th. I never imagined I'd have to face it without him, and with Father's Day right after. It's just so unreal. I'm at a loss for words. The man who raised me, protected me, loved me isn't here. My mom was the most beautiful, intelligent, God-fearing, and selfless woman I've ever known. And she gave so much of herself and asked for nothing in return. To be her child was the biggest blessing. None of this feels real. I feel like I'm floating outside my own body. I can't cry enough. I'll never be the same. I don't even know how to move forward. But I do know how deeply I love them, and I know they will forever watch over me and guide me. A small part of me feels just a little more at peace knowing they passed away laying next to each other. Till death do us part. That kind of love is rare.
Show either victim holding a weapon. Following the...
We got here. Immediate release. LVMPD investigates Hami on Las Vegas Boulevard. Through the course of the investigation, detectives identified 41-year-old Manuel Ruiz as the suspect in the case. On June 9, 2025, Ruiz walked into a Henderson police station and turned himself in. He was taken into custody and will be booked into Clark County Detention Center for 2 counts of open unaliving with an unaliving weapon. Original press release on June 8, 2025 at approximately 10:40 p.m. LVMPD officers were on routine patrol on 3600 block. We heard all of that.
The shooting, Ruiz said he panicked upon noticing officers running toward the area. He admitted to ditching the firearm, a 9mm handgun, in the Paris Hotel parking garage, removing some of his clothing to conceal his identity, and then catching a rideshare to New York hotel. From there, he walked to a friend's house. The friend reportedly urged him to do the right thing and surrender to police, advice Ruiz ultimately followed. During the interrogation, Ruiz maintained that he was not aware the Finleys were live streaming at the time of the shooting. He also denied ever making threats toward Rodney Finley despite their well-documented online disputes dating back to 2023.
I heard that shit. I jumped out of my fucking bed. Came out here so fucking fast. I'm very disappointed right now. All this long stream, and I didn't see my biggest fan. Teardrop.
But Ruiz's claims of self-defense began to crumble when detectives presented him with the actual YouTube footage. The video, according to the arrest report, clearly shows Ruiz approaching the couple first, drawing his weapon and firing without visible provocation. Upon viewing the video, Ruiz became visibly frustrated, the report states, and abruptly requested to speak with an attorney, effectively ending the interview. Authorities say this moment was key in dismantling his self-defense narrative and reinforcing the evidence pointing to premeditated intent. However, the Finley's daughter, Kia, took to social media in a tearful tribute to her late parents. Nothing in this world could have prepared me for losing both of my parents in one night. I'm living in a nightmare that I wouldn't wish on my worst
I just read that, but we'll listen so we can see the pictures.
enemy. I feel empty, confused, helpless. My dad and I share a birthday that's coming up this Saturday, June 14th. I never imagined I'd have to face it without him. And with Father's Day right after, it's just so unreal. My mom was the most beautiful, intelligent, God-fearing, and selfless woman I've ever known. A small part of me feels a little more at peace knowing they passed away laying next to each other. Till death do us part. This tragedy has reignited conversations about the dark side of online fame, particularly in environments where rivalries are monetized and audiences are often desensitized to real-world consequences. A GoFundMe campaign has been launched to support the family of Rodney and Tanisha Finley, the couple tragically killed.
There's a lot of information that is circulating in social media and on a variety of platforms that are out there. What we're asking the public to do is continue to share those tips.
We ain't got no tips. No tips.
Game of Thrones King's Road is now available on both PC and mobile with Google Play Games. Experience.
Shut up. Crazy. Let's see if we got an update news story or something. All of that, you know, like acting like he was like the fucking, he's the Joker with Sincity and all that shit. I mean, he's just another motherfucker in the street that was ready to crash out. See what we got here. Where I live, what up, cuz, means you ready to pop off. That's it. Well, he wasn't ready. How about that? That's crazy. He was not ready. Pinche pendejo, man. He get everything coming his way and anyone following suit. Brown eyes. Manny was wearing an Arizona Diamondbacks jersey. It's crazy. Tell me the significance if you can, Brown eyes, because I don't get that part. Pretty sure we have all that content, but it isn't allowed to be played live. What content you talking about? I'm lost now. So it's culty, huh? Like a cult, like a gang. I know a lot of motherfuckers get on that powder and don't know how to act and shit. Think they're wizards and shit. If anyone here believes in God as I do, I'd like to discuss something that happened that night. What happened that night? Tell me. Say it. If anyone here believes in God as I do, I'd like to discuss something that happened that night. You gonna say it in the chat? I don't understand what you're trying to say, Stan. May God give Kaya the peace and comfort she needs, especially this weekend. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one. Judy was streaming too. Their members were telling them where Finny was. Finny was reading his chat and F Donuts told him Manny about to pass by, but ain't gonna do shit. Finny said facts, Donut. All that self-snitching may as well stand on what you did and say the DA can play this in court. They're so brave. Do some shit like that, man. They crazy, dog. Didn't take Manny seriously and got popped. Should have known Manny wasn't fucking around from previous confrontations. One down, one to go. Yeah, one survey said to go. Ah, shit, Kato. I was curious what was being said in the chat. That's crazy because even with everybody telling them where they're at, the motherfuckers walk right past each other. Didn't notice each other walking past. Crazy. Shout out to the Alaskan Avenger. He's live. All right, man. Let me see if there's an update on that. Like in the last little bit. Finny is from Arizona. Okay, it's been all over the news here. I would have seen that jersey coming a mile away, but that's just me, dog. Yeah, and he was looking at the chat though. He was reading the chat. Yep, he was reading the chat. That's crazy talk, man. That shit went crazy. Let me see if this will do it. I don't want all these people conversation. I just want like a news outlet, but I don't see none. So I guess it's the same information. Buddy tried to do some shit and got popped. What is this? Held without bail. DA calls his excuse garbage. Let me see. One day. Let's do 24 hours. Last hour, fuck it. No, you got nothing.
Vegas. Fox 5 News starts now.
Man accused of shooting and killing 2 people on the Las Vegas.
Shout out Stan. 15 minutes before this happened, Finny was streaming. His wife Bubbly stopped to talk to a man giving away free Bibles. She was wanting a God-fearing conversation. Okay. Keep going.
Vegas Strip will stay behind bars for now. Today, a judge ordered Manuel Ruiz held without bail.
Ruiz had his first appearance in court since turning himself in to Henderson police on Monday. We have also learned the names of the 2 victims, Rodney Finley and his wife Tanisha. They were killed by the Bellagio fountain on Sunday.
And Fox 5's Victoria Saha has learned more about what he told police after he surrendered. Victoria.
Ruiz claims it was all done in self-defense. That's according to this arrest report. But police say the video circulating on social media shows a different story, and it played a big role in his arrest. But we're also learning both Ruiz and Rodney were 2 YouTubers who were live streaming at the same time when the shooting happened.
You're arrested for 2 counts of open murder and use of a deadly weapon.
Manuel Ruiz faced a judge Tuesday with not much to say. A big difference compared to what this viral live stream allegedly shows. This video taken by victim Rodney Finley and his wife Tanisha. Rodney is known as Finny the Legend on YouTube, and Ruiz is known as Sincity Manny. According to the arrest report, both Rodney and Ruiz were live streaming from Las Vegas Boulevard Sunday night. A viewer watching the live stream said he saw comments from others who were also watching Manny's YouTube live stream. The comments stated that Manny was across the street at the Paris Hotel and was looking for Finny. About 5 minutes later, the viewer sees Manny appear on Finny's live stream and saw Manny pull a gun from his waistband. He tells investigators he shot Rodney in self-defense. Moments later, you see Tanisha panicking and grabbing the camera her husband had set up, and then the gun is turned on Tanisha. Ruiz tells police he saw a shiny black object in her hand, which he believed to be a firearm. He said he shot 2 times at her. Police say Ruiz ran away to the Paris Hotel where he removed his hat and shirt. Later, it was Ruiz's wife who approached police, telling them she believed her husband just shot someone. Ruiz was arrested nearly 12 hours later when he walked into a Henderson.
Wait, wifey called the police on him?
Ruiz ran away to the Paris Hotel where he removed his hat and shirt. Later, it was Ruiz's wife who approached police, telling them she believed her husband just shot someone. Ruiz was arrested nearly 12 hours later when he walked into a Henderson police station after a friend convinced him to turn himself in. In the arrest report, Ruiz claims Finny posts content and talking negatively about his wife and kids. Police say Ruiz was adamant he shot in self-defense. He insisted he did not know Finny and his girl were live streaming from that location. He denied ever making any threats toward Finny. And we're also learning Rodney and Ruiz had an altercation on Fremont Street recently, but the report doesn't exactly say when that was. Ruiz is back in court Thursday.
Now,
that shit is crazy. All right, man.
An online
there it is.
Between 2.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that case, of course. Talk about it some more another day. So let's finish Stan's story. He said 15 minutes before this happened, Finny was streaming. His wife Bubbly stopped to talk to a man giving away Bibles. She was wanting a God-fearing conversation. Finny chose to zoom the camera in on his wife's butt with the stream camera. As this all is happening, a loudspeaker is praying a Bible verse. The Bible verse is 2 Timothy 2:22 through 26, which says, "So flee youthful passions and pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace, along with those who call on the Lord from a pure heart. Have nothing to do with foolish, ignorant controversies." No, man. You know that they breed quarrels. I have the video clip if you want to see it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I want to see it. That's crazy, but, you know, it be like that. Reminds me of another stupid internet piggy who gets lies and gets scared without accountability. Yeah. Who just lies and gets scared without... Listen, that piggy didn't know me from a hole in the wall and jumped in my chat talking crazy. Some people are just bad people, but you can't convince them that. Never enough evidence for a fool. But I understand, you in Discord? For anybody that's not in our Discord, I'm going to drop the Discord link for y'all. If you're not in Discord, it's on your page? Alright, bet. There's my Discord. Let me do this. Wait. Oh, I can't do it there. Hold on. Let me figure this out. Okay. Let me send it to the Discord. Let me do this. Oh. Boom. Salutes. Appreciate you. Got it. I'm about to go after it. Boom.
And pursue righteousness.
That's crazy. God sent message to Finny the Legend and us all. English Standard Version, 2 Timothy 2, chapter 2, 22 through 26. Read the description for the full transcript. Recipes, Finny and Bubbly. Let's get it.
And pursue righteousness, faith, love, along with and pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace, along with those who call on the Lord from a pure heart. Have nothing to do with foolish, ignorant controversies. You know that they breed quarrels. And the Lord's servant must not be quarrelsome, but kind to everyone, able to teach, patiently enduring evil, correcting his opponents with gentleness. God may perhaps grant them repentance leading to a knowledge of the truth, and they may come to their senses and escape from the snare of the devil after being captured by him to do his will.
Come on, man. All these God bless yous. Everybody's happy. Everybody's having a good time. But fuck you, Manny. Like, what are we doing here, man? I appreciate that, Banana Stan. Thank you for sending that through. Yeah, man. Irony, message, whatever anybody wants to call it, is there. Shout out Shannon. Shannon said I share stories on Monday and yesterday. Salute, Shannon. Some of these things be time sensitive. Some is for people to enjoy it in the Discord, and some I will cover. When the time is right, the mood be right, all that good stuff. Salutes. Yeah, appreciate that, Stan. Crazy. Alright, y'all. We're gonna move on from that story. Again, we're here for a good time, not a long time. So let's get in some let me get more updated on this Diddy situation, because I have yet to see a Rico. Shout out to all the people that jumped in the chat today that I never heard from before. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you come again. We like seeing new faces. Sometimes we could seem like a unwelcoming committee, but that's because, you know, every now and then we got to fight the trolls in here, so we don't know who's who when we see a new face. All right? So we appreciate y'all. All right, let me let's get that. Let's do some catch up on this Sean G, because I want to get caught up, and I'm not gonna be able to get caught up over the weekend. People are wilding these days, absolutely, and then some. And then some. Shout out Kato. Kato, join us again, bro. I mean, you might be tired of this Diddy shit, but we cover a lot of stuff. We cover cartel stuff, true crime stuff, whatever's happening. All right? Feel free to come through. Appreciate you. And again, we're going to keep an eye on this. You get any new information, man, join our Discord. Drop it on us. Appreciate your input. Thanks for the engagement. Let's see what we got here. Let's go to this. There it is. Can't grow a channel without new faces. No, for sure. And we agree, you know, but sometimes we get duped by a motherfucker with 12 alts. You know what I'm saying? So, salutes to you. Appreciate you. Shout out JP. Amen. God bless. God works in mysterious ways. I just dropped the link if you're interested. Dropped it where? Because you ain't got to rent. You can't drop it in. You dropped it in the comments? Cool. What is it? Let's see where we were at. Where were we the other day? Damn, I feel... No, this ain't it. I was going to say. Here we go. Oh, shit. Oh, no, we saw that. Let me see. Last comment on that subject. Unfortunately, Finny's next words after that clip were taunting Manny. Straight from God's warning into doing it more. Yeah, he was pushing the envelope. And he pushed it all the way to the end of his family. You know? It's crazy. It's sad. And it was just dumb and stupid. Everybody lost. No winners. Who won in that? Out of respect for the dead, I didn't include that in my clip. I mean, salutes, and I appreciate respect for the dead, but I also, you know, I'm into reality and truth. And sometimes it just is what it is, you know? But I appreciate you, and, you know, that was your prerogative to do so. But, it's like, come on, man. What are we doing? All right, boom. Let's get to the videotape. Again, salutes to everybody that stopped in for the first time tonight. Hope we see you again. Salutes to all the usual suspects. Let's get it.
Testified. Here, he was the second witness that they in Los Angeles as a security guard. Today is June the 3rd.
Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. I'm going to play this and go get my last drink. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Let's get it.
Third, the judge did mention there's going to be shortened court sessions on June the 5th, June the 11th, and on June the 20th. I am not, today I'm in the overflow on the 24th floor. Yesterday, I was on the 26th floor in the courtroom with Puff. Today, I'm in the overflow on the 24th floor. Because the dudes that, if you want to get into the 26th floor, you either got to be an elite level press, a member of the family that have to put you on a list, or you could pay some of these dudes to sit out overnight for you to get you in a spot first in line, and they charge like $120 for to sit out for you overnight. And I paid yesterday, but I'm not gonna pay every day. Today on the stand, they called Eddie Garcia. Now, Eddie Garcia took the stand yesterday only to plead the fifth. He was up there yesterday. He was up there for no more than a minute, 9 seconds. He said, I plead the fifth. They let him get up out of here. But they brought him back today and they did a full direct examination of Eddie Garcia from Los Angeles, California.
I remember hearing that he pleaded the fifth. That's why when they did have information on him, I was wondering where it came from. So evidently they made his ass come back. Shout out Vernon Hines on the check-in. Salute to you, sir. Appreciate you. Who played and won and lost today, if I may ask? Oso had 3 spins. He got a beer out of it, I believe. I don't know, man. Velez bought a gubby because it was the last one, so I just sold it. And 298, shit. 298 got a bong rip. I think also got 2 beers. So that's an easy side hustle. What, that standing in line shit? Yeah. How much did he say? $120 for the morning?
Eddie Garcia was employed by the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles as a security guard. He was making $10.50 an hour.
Up.
Mississippi. Bo Edwards, what up? Mississippi in the building, what up?
Hold on, man. We gonna speed your ass up. I ain't got it a long time.
Eddie Garcia worked on the day, March 5th, 2016. He had the 2 o'clock p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. shift. Eddie Garcia was subpoenaed to testify. Eddie Garcia met with federal prosecutors prior to the trial 3 times. Eddie Garcia, his immediate supervisor, who's probably going to be called to testify, was a gentleman by the name of Mr. Madrano. Eddie Garcia testified that when he got to work, he heard of some domestic dispute. He looked on the video, and there was the video of Puffy assaulting Cassie. He said he did not recognize who it was initially, but then when he zoomed in, he saw it was Puffy. He's being direct examined by Mrs. Steiner of the United States.
When he zoomed in, you was watching that shit live? Shout out Banana Stan. Shy gave you a sub and a thumbs up. Salutes. We appreciate you. Hope I did it right this time. Salutes. What? Did it wrong last time? JP was on you? Gotta be careful. JP be on that ass, boy. Salutes. All right? You have a good one. We appreciate you. Also said 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I'll take it. Yeah. That's what it is. So that's it, JP. I'm down to my last condena. Your boy gotta take a nap. Jonathan with I'm dyslexic on the phone. No worry. Everybody's phone is crazy when it comes to the text-to-speech and all of that shit.
States government, U.S. Attorney's Office, Assistant U.S. Attorney Steiner, and she asked him, how did you know who Puffy was? He said Puffy is a public figure, he was an entertainer, I knew who he was. He said that Eddie Garcia testified on the stand that Cassie did not request a police report and that Cassie did not request medical attention. Monica Carter, California in the building. Shout out to Academics. Everybody go follow Academics. Academics, thank you for the exposure that you gave me yesterday. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Listen, I can't give you the same exposure, but I give you good exposure to good people.
Eddie Garcia testified. Cassie did not want to call the 5-0, and she didn't want no medical attention. And we know from when Cassie testified on the stand, Cassie testified under oath that after the incident, Mr. Flores came up and told Puffy Cassie was going to leave. Monica Carter, thank you. Look at my girl Monica, y'all. Monica, thank you, baby. After the incident, Israel Flores, who was the security guard that came upstairs after the domestic situation with Puffy Cassie.
Shout out JP, forget that. That's like charging for standing in the line during a sneaker release. I guess that's cool. Well, I guess what's cool is no one wants that smoke in the federal building. Facts. You got to charge a whole lot more for the sneaker release because, shit, you might end up scrapping.
From what I understand, he's now a LA police officer. He testified here. He was the second witness that they called at the beginning of the trial. Cassie left. Cassie went, she called an Uber to her house, or it was either to her friend's Morgan's house. But if I remember correctly, she called an Uber home and her best friend was there. Or either she called an Uber to her best friend and they both were there. Her best friend called the police. The police came either to Cassie's apartment at the request of Cassie's friend Morgan, or they either came to Morgan's house. When the 5-0 came to Cassie's house, they roughed up her friend, pushed her against the wall, told her friend, Cassie's friend, give me your ID, give me your driver's license. Her best friend complied. They asked Cassie, give me your ID. Cassie said, I ain't giving you nothing. They asked Cassie, what happened? Cassie said, I ain't telling you nothing. Her best friend said, go ahead, Cassie, tell him what happened. Cassie said, I ain't telling you nothing. So, here it is again. She had already told the security team at the hotel she didn't want to call the police and she didn't want no medical attention either. The security team, Eddie Garcia, his boss, they filed an incident report along with the video as to what occurred between Puffy and Cassie, as we know in that video. Point of information. We know that CNN, and listen, in my opinion, Puff cold-blooded wrong for doing what he did to Cassie. I do not condone that. I do not minimize that. He was wrong. But point of information, after Cassie caught the Uber to her crib and the 5-0 came, she didn't give the 5-0 no information and she didn't want to file no report. She told the 5-0, I ain't telling you nothing. This is March the 5th, 2016. It was either that same night, March the 5th, 2016, or the very next day, March the 6th, 2016, she went back by Puff's crib. They made up, and then they both went to Cassie's movie premiere together. Point of information. Another point of information is mainstream media loops that video over and over, the same 16 seconds over and over, which is wrong. And the truth, Raheem, is that video was a 6-minute video. It's 6 minutes long. Now, Eddie Garcia testified on the stand this morning. I was there. I got boots on the ground. I'm in the courtroom. A lot of y'all be coming in my comment section trying to tell me what's going on in the court and this and that. And you live in Texas, or you live in Montana, or you live in Europe. But you know more than what we know, and I'm in the courtroom hearing the live testimony. But that's social media. Eddie Garcia testified later that day. He got a call from the security desk that KK, he got a call from KK, Puffy's assistant. KK asked Eddie, are you aware of the incident that took place today between Mr. Combs and Cassie Ventura? Eddie Garcia said yes. Puffy's assistant KK said, can I get a copy of the video? Eddie Garcia told KK, I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to do that for you. You would have to get in touch with hotel management, or you'd have to get it by subpoena. The government, when he said that, the prosecutor said, sidebar. He called sidebar.
Hold on.
Or you have to get it by, who would have to get in touch with hotel management, or you have to get it. Eddie Garcia told KK, I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to do that for you. Yes. Puffy's assistant KK said, can I get a copy of the video? Eddie Garcia told KK, I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to do that for you. You would have to get in touch with hotel management, or you'd have to get it by subpoena. The government, when he said that, the prosecutor said, sidebar. They called sidebar. They come back from the sidebar. Eddie Garcia continues to testify. He's under direct examination by Mr. Steiner, Assistant U.S. Attorney. Eddie Garcia testifies that 1 hour later, Puffy's assistant KK showed up in the hotel lobby looking for him, and that she wanted to see the video. The Assistant U.S. Attorney asked Eddie, what does KK look like? Eddie Garcia said she's a Caucasian female. She was about 5 feet 8 inches tall, in her 20s. Alex M., thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Eddie Garcia told KK, I can't show you the video. I can't show you the video. I can't show it to you. KK asked him, is it good? Is it bad? Eddie said he told her, off the record, it's bad. It's bad. Later on that day, Eddie is still at work. He get a phone call. He get a phone call from a number he don't recognize. He looks up the area code. It's a New York number. He picks up the phone. KK is on the phone. Eddie, this is me, KK. I met you here today. Somebody want to talk to you. KK give the phone to Puffy. Puffy get on the phone. Puffy asked him, do you know who I am? Puffy told him, if this video gets out, it could ruin me and ruin my career. Eddie said Puffy sounded nuts on this call. Eddie said he told Puff, I apologize, but you're going to have to contact hotel management or get a subpoena. Eddie said he then emailed the general manager of the hotel and his supervisor about the incident. Puffy and Cassie were staying in room 602. Eddie Garcia, later on that day again, he got another phone call. Later that night, Eddie was at the crib, chilling. He wasn't even working. It might have been the next day. He got a phone call from KK to his personal cell phone that he didn't know. He never gave KK his personal cell phone. At least he didn't testify to that. So KK called Eddie at home on his personal cell phone, and when KK said, hey, somebody want to talk to you, KK gives the phone to Puffy. Puffy tells Eddie, you sound like a good guy, and you can help me. This video can ruin my career. I need to get a copy of the video. Eddie Garcia told him, I don't got access to the server. Puffy told him, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna take care of you. They hung up, Eddie got off the phone and called the supervisor.
What's an important thing is, did the court specify he asked for a copy? Or he asked for that shit to be scrubbed and give me a copy and then scrub it?
Mr. Madrano and told his supervisor, Puffy wanted the video.
A copy don't mean shit. You got a copy what? What that mean? If the International Hotel still got a copy.
The supervisor told Eddie to call Puff back and tell Puff, for 50 grand, you could get the video for 50,000.
50. Wait. Eddie flipped it? Hold on.
Video. The supervisor told Eddie to call Puff back and tell Puff, for 50 grand, you could get the video for 50.
Damn, supervisor. It came from the top. Holy shit. So wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Let me ask you a question. We're trying to prove RICO, right? Racketeering, conspiracy, all this shit. I haven't seen a shred of it yet. 20,000 that went back and came back and all deniable, right? Puff didn't come out of his face and offer them a number. He said he told her, I'll take care of you. You know? But he didn't offer him a number. They offered him a number.
50,000.
That changes shit right there. Is he using his influence or are they? Huh?
Puffy said, bet. Eddie said Puffy sounded excited, and then he said, Eddie, you are my angel.
No, I know this is what you was telling me, JP, that we were going to get to the hotel shit. No RICO so far.
Eddie, you my angel. Puffy said, bet. Eddie said Puffy sounded excited, and then he said, Eddie, you are my angel.
Eddie, be careful, boy. You get Puff calling you his angel, you don't know what the fuck happened to you.
Hey, you my angel. Check my notes out.
My notes is better than yours.
Got the dope notes. Check my notes out. After Puffy said bet to the 50 grand, Eddie called the supervisor, Madrano, said, yo, it's a go. Eddie supervisor Madrano came into work. put his stuff down, went into the computer room, downloaded the video to a USB, gave the USB to Eddie, and said it's a done deal. It's a done deal. The video ain't on the server no more. It's a done deal. It's on this USB.
Oh, so it ain't on the server no more. That's a we've come to the conclusion that's a lie. Definitely still on the server. He definitely had a copy. Puff thought it was gone.
Eddie gave the USB to Eddie and said it's a done deal. It's a done deal. The video ain't on the server no more. It's a done deal. It's on this USB. Eddie called KK, said, yo, I got it. Puffy got on the phone. What's up? He said, how can I get it immediately? I need it immediately. Eddie, you my angel. Eddie told the supervisor, I just talked to Puff. He told me to drop it off. What's up, man? All right. Yep, appreciate you, man. Puffy want the USB. Eddie supervisor said, bet, take it to him. And tell all the other officers, because you're supposed to be at work, making $10.50 an hour, that you're running an errand for me. He said, bet. So he leave. KK give him the address. He get in his car. He drive over there to where Puff at. Puffy bodyguard came down. Black male, about 6'3" to 6'5". Him and the bodyguard got on the elevator. They go upstairs to the suite. When he walks into the suite, it's Puffy, KK, the bodyguard, and Eddie. And Puff is smiling. Puff is smiling. Everybody get a video with thumbs up. Everybody get a
Puff is smiling. I thought Diddy wanted the copy as in only a copy. Well, the supervisor said he took it off the server, but we know that CNN ended up, or was it, no, TMZ, or whoever ended up with that shit. I think it was CNN. Went from here, Angel to Panocha. Horrible. Man.
video with thumbs up. She the one. What up? Thank you for subscribing. How you doing? How y'all doing? Eddie testified on the stand that Puffy said, Eddie my angel, and that he made Eddie feel comfortable. Eddie said he was nervous though. Said he was nervous. Voice was cracking. And Puffy told KK to get Eddie a tea. Then Puffy said, yo, you got it? You got it? Eddie gave Puffy the USB. Puffy left the room.
How you being sarcastic? I see what you did there.
Stayed gone a minute and came back. Puffy asked him, is this the only copy? Is this the only copy? Puffy told him, it's got to be the only copy. You sure it's not another copy on the cloud? Eddie pulled his phone out, called his supervisor, and said, yo, Puff want to know if this is the only copy. His supervisor told him, yeah, I got it off the server. Ain't no more copies. Ain't no more.
Lie.
Eddie then told Puff, said, yo, I'm worried about you and Cassie filing a police report.
Yeah, OT, yeah, OT.
What's up, baby?
What's going on, bro?
What's up, man? All right. He said, I'm worried about Cassie filing a police report. Puff pulled his phone out and FaceTime Cassie. Cassie picked up the FaceTime. Puffy gave the phone to Eddie so he could look Cassie in her face on the FaceTime. And Cassie told him, I don't want this video to come out either because I got a movie coming out. So Cassie then told Eddie, don't worry about no police report. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. I don't do that. Puffy then asked for Eddie's ID, the supervisor's ID, and the officer who wrote the report wanted his ID. I need all y'all's ID. Eddie get on the phone and call his boss and say, yo, he want all our IDs. But Eddie told his boss, I'll give up mine. The boss said, yeah, I'm gonna give up mine. But the dude, Israel Flores, who now a cop in LA, they both said, Israel Flores ain't gonna do it. Because he straight up and down like 6 o'clock. Israel Flores ain't gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna take no money. He bought a book. That's what Eddie said on the stand. So what Eddie's supervisor did.
Some people have a code. Can't be mad at them for having their code. They got one.
He got Eddie's ID, his ID, and they got another dude's ID that wasn't Israel Flores and gave Puffy them 3 IDs. Puffy, all excited, I would assume, is excited to get this video. He's got possession of it. And maybe at the time, he didn't recognize the facial features of Israel Flores. So when he gets the ID of this dude named Henry Elias, Puffy looks at the ID and said, yeah, that's him. But it really wasn't him. That wasn't Israel Flores. Maybe he was thinking all Spanish dudes look the same. So while they're waiting there to get the money, Puffy makes Eddie sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement.
I seen it, JP. Apparently one of the employees couldn't be bribed and couldn't pay him off. But he got his version. What you mean he got his version?
Eddie Garcia signed the non-disclosure agreement, but he don't read it. He don't read it. Now that's real important, and we're gonna come back to that later. Sit tight. Shout out to DJ Academics, man. Shout out to Academics. Academics, thank you, man, for that exposure yesterday. That free exposure. Free. Thank you, sir. So, after Eddie signed the non-disclosure agreement, Puffy go in the room and get a money counter, a money machine, and a brown paper bag. He go in the room, he get the money counter, and he get a brown paper bag. He come back out while Eddie's standing right there, Puffy right there.
Crazy.
You understand? Puffy takes $100,000 and run it through the money machine. Puffy take $100,000 and run it through the money machine right in Eddie's face so Eddie can see it. And Eddie, the assistant U.S. attorney asked him, how did you know it was $100,000? Eddie said, because the screen said it on the money machine. I saw the screen. He was taking stacks of 10,000 and putting them in there. Like on Scarface. Remember from Scarface? Puffy take the $100,000, put the $100,000 in the brown paper bag and give Eddie $100,000. They only negotiated for 50. But Puff did more than what he had agreed to do. He kicked him a little extra, kicked him another 50. Puff paid the 50, that's what he said.
He told Cassie, you don't want to fuck up this movie? Go and drop another 50 on this shit.
Those were the words that came out of my mouth. Them was the words that came out of your mouth. They go your 50. Now I'm gonna kick you another 50 just on the strength. I'm gonna kick you another 50 on the strength. Because I told you I was gonna take care of you. Eddie said he got the money. He stood up to let everybody know he finna go. He finna go. He said Puff walked him out.
Oh yeah, absolutely, JP. I think that's why the hotel had to pay as well in the Cassie lawsuit. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Went on the elevator with him downstairs and walked him to the valet area. Puffy asked him, how you gonna spend the money? And Puffy told him, don't make any large purchases. Eddie called the supervisor, said, yo, I got the cheese. I got the money. Puff kept his word.
And he probably gonna tell his supervisor, I got 50 stacks. He kept his word. He gave me 50 stacks.
Got the money. He didn't jerk us. What he said he was gonna do out his mouth, he did. He go back. He gave his supervisor 50 grand. He kept 30 grand, and he paid the other dude, Henry, 20 grand. He say some time went by. He didn't hear nothing from Puff. Puff didn't hear nothing from him. He say Puff called him on Easter and wished him a happy Easter and told him, God put you in my life for a reason. If you ever need anything, let me know. Puff told him that. If you ever need anything, let me know. About 2 years later, Eddie DM Puff on his Instagram, say that, yo, can I work for you in Los Angeles? I need to make some extra money. Puff never replied because we all know that Mia controlled Puff's Instagram account. If Puff would have seen it, he would have got at Eddie.
Wait.
Now,
what did Eddie want?
DM Puff on his Instagram, say that, yo, can I work for you in Los Angeles? I need to make some extra money. Puff never replied because we all know that Mia controlled Puff's Instagram account. If Puff would have seen it, he would have got at Eddie. Now, in June 2024, Eddie Garcia met with federal prosecutors. After the video shows up on CNN, Eddie testifies on the stand that Israel Flores, the cop that went upstairs, took his phone and recorded the video on his phone so he could show his wife that he really met Puffy.
Straight up and down, straight as an arrow, the Superland. Let me go show my wifey. I met these people while they was whooping each other's ass, or one was whooping the other one's ass in a hallway.
The supervisor took the original joint off the server. Wasn't no trace of it on the server. They deleted the incident report. Eddie and the supervisor deleted the incident report. There was no trace of the video except for Israel Flores' copy. He had a copy that nobody knew nothing about.
Oh, he took the video of the video. I see.
So
they did blow it off the server. Wow. That's what JP talking about. JP, you can't be saying shit ahead of time and expecting me to know what the fuck you talking about. Right? Yeah, so that's the video that went to CNN. That's crazy. He's straight up and down, but he held that video for years.
Eddie Garcia met with federal prosecutors the first time. He lied to him. He lied to him about the whole thing. Then he met with him again. He brought a lawyer, and then he told the whole story. Then he met with them again, and a third time, and that was it. Then the U.S. attorney says, I have no other questions. Now, this is the part where I need help. I need y'all to help me. I need y'all to help us. Because this is a scholarly channel. You understand? I ain't no gangster. Never that. Never Sean G. I'm a scholar. So I need y'all to help me. Cross-examination is done by my main man, Brian Steele. Brian Steele do the cross. Brian Steele comes up. He tells the lady, pull up the non-disclosure agreement. And he goes to paragraph 4 and paragraph 5 in the non-disclosure agreement. And what a part of the RICO, and I need y'all to research this for me. Research the true legal definition of bribery and what are the surrounding circumstances that need to be present in order for something to constitute bribery. What needs to take place? So Brian Steele makes Eddie Garcia read paragraph 4. And in that paragraph 4, what Brian Steele attempts to do is to explain away that this wasn't bribery, right? Because the government is charging Puff with bribery as a part of the RICO. So this is where they're trying to knock Puffy off with the bribery joint. But Brian Steele explains away the bribery, saying that the only time that this non-disclosure is not valid is if you're dealing with law enforcement. If law enforcement or the courts ask you for this non-disclosure, then you have to give it to them and tell them what you have been told not to disclose. But that the transaction between Puffy and Eddie, there was no law enforcement involved. It was a personal transaction. So yes, y'all gotta help with that. Go in the comment section and y'all add some color.
Wait,
into
what?
law enforcement or you. The only time that this non-disclosure is not valid is if you're dealing with law enforcement. If law enforcement or the courts ask you for this non-disclosure, then you have to give it to them and tell them what you have been told not to disclose. But that the transaction between Puffy and Eddie, there was no law enforcement involved. It was a personal transaction. So that's, y'all gotta help with that. Go in the comment section and y'all add some color.
No, they don't have to be. I think he misunderstood that. They're just saying that non-disclosure agreement works. You know, he can't go to TMZ. You know, but he can go to. But if the police come to him, he got to talk. It don't have nothing to do with, you know, police being involved in the whole shit. No, he's just saying, you know, that non-disclosure agreement, like all non-disclosure agreement, I would think, is subject to being broken in the courtroom.
Y'all add some color to the bribery joint. Then the prosecution came back out to do a redirect. Brian Steele only asked that one question. He only cross-examined Eddie for about 4 minutes, anywhere from 4 to 7 minutes. Then he was done. He said, I ain't got no more questions. Because what he did, according to him, I don't know because I don't understand it, was that he proved that it wasn't bribery. The assistant U.S. attorney got back up on the redirect and told him, pull up paragraph.
You go back one time.
There was no law enforcement right? Because the government is charging Puff with bribery as a part of the RICO. So this is where they're trying to knock Puffy off with the bribery joint. But Brian Steele explains away the bribery, saying that the only time that this non-disclosure is not valid is if
I get it. I get what he don't get now. Brian Steele's point, the lawyer's point of pointing out that line was that line didn't have to be in that non-disclosure. How can I explain this? Puffy basically put a line in there that says, Papa, if you have to talk to law enforcement about this, go right ahead. Who's doing that when it comes to bribery? Huh? That's an on-the-level NDA right there. Because he gave you in that NDA, it's specified in it. He could have took that out. It's his NDA. That shit don't hold up in court anyway, but he put that shit in there. That shit's on the NDA. I'm going to tell you, hey, bro, this is a secret. We just did this bribery. But, you know, if the police want to talk to you, go ahead and let them talk to you. I'm not even going to put that in your mind. I think that's the point that Brian Steele was trying to get. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Nah, JP, you talking when you start talking ahead of where we at, it's Japanese to me.
You're dealing with law enforcement. If law enforcement or the courts ask you for this non-disclosure, then you have to give it to them and tell them what you...
Yeah, they put that in their non-disclosure. The guy that is supposedly doing the bribery is putting in the non-disclosure, but if the police approach you, you know, this is no good. You got to talk to them. They had a legal obligation to contact law enforcement, but didn't. Yes, the employees, indeed.
You have been told not to disclose. But that the transaction between Puffy and Eddie, there was no law enforcement involved. It was a personal transaction. So that's, y'all gotta help with that. Go in the comment section and y'all add some color. Y'all add some color to the bribery joint. Then the prosecution came back out to do a redirect. Brian Steele only asked that one question. He only cross-examined Eddie for about 4 minutes, anywhere from 4 to 7 minutes. Then he was done. He said, I ain't got no more questions. Because what he did, according to him, I don't know because I don't understand it, was that he proved that it wasn't bribery. The assistant U.S. attorney got back up on the redirect and told the girl, pull up paragraph 4. Pull up paragraph 4. And she was trying to convince the jury, who are full of lay people like myself, who don't really understand law, and confuse the jury that it was bribery because now we're involved and we're in court and this and that. And when she was trying to do that, Brian Steele said, sidebar. Brian Steele said, sidebar. Let's slow this down. Time out. Because what Mrs. Steiner, assistant U.S. attorney, was trying to do was trying to do that. What lay people like myself who don't really understand, convince the jury, who are full of lay people like myself who don't really understand law, and confuse the jury that it was bribery because now we're involved and we're in court and this and that. And when she was trying to do that, Brian Steele said, sidebar. Brian Steele said, sidebar. Let's slow this down. Time out. Because what Mrs. Steiner, assistant U.S. attorney, was trying to do was trying to circumvent the true meaning and the true circumstances that need to be present for it to constitute bribery by just saying like, yo, we here, we in court, he testified, Puffy over there, Puff gave him 100 grand for the tape, he beat her up on the tape, Puffy is a bad man, you understand? He cut 6th period in the 7th grade, he had detention in the 9th grade, he stole a bike when he was 14 years old, he's a bad person, he did bribery. But Brian Steele was like, sidebar, y'all call sidebar on me, calling sidebar on you, sidebar. And when they came back from the sidebar, the assistant U.S. attorney didn't ask no more questions, and she said, I ain't got no further questions. So whatever she was trying to do, after Brian Steele called a sidebar, and they went over there to the left, the judge come down. When they do a sidebar, the judge get up out the chair, he come to the side. Brian Steele walk over there, all the U.S. attorneys walk over there, Mark Agnifilo walk over there, Alexander Shapiro walk over there, and the girl, you know the stenographer, she pick up her thing, and she run over there, and while they talking, she typing. You understand? Everything is on record. And then that was it. Eddie Garcia got up off the stand, and that was it. Now, on the stand now, under direct examination, is a dude called Derek Brooks. He used to be the chief financial officer of Bad Boy and all of Puffy's businesses. He started with Puff in 1998. He was over the finance department. He was the chief financial officer, and he is on the stand now. And I'm gonna catch up with y'all when I come out. We're gonna talk about him. But let me get up out of here. I gotta get back.
Boom. Salute Sean G, man. Well done. Shout out Big June on the check-in. Appreciate you, sir. Shout out Eddie Jimenez. Yeah, I'm hoping somebody commented that for him. Let me see. I mean, I'm days late, but, you know. Punisher got contacted by the feds and was working on a tell-all book before No Diddy got charged for the hotel video come out. JP just loves spoilers, boy. JP, you better back the fuck up, man. Put you in the fucking bathroom. Or did that already happen? Or am I behind? I'm behind. You gotta get where I'm at, bro. Shout out Deb Heiser, listening on the way home. Well, salutes to y'all. Y'all gonna be replay gang, all right? Shout out to the new visitors that we had tonight. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Salutes. We are 2.5 hours into this. I did this to blow off some steam and get tired because got to be up early. This is an impromptu live. Right now, as of right now, we are still scheduled for a tomorrow night live. I just don't know in what capacity, how it'll be. All right. Let me run through the chat quickly. Shout out Zoraida, Shannon, my brother Oso, Velez, Ivy, 298, Country Boy, Velez, Eddie Jimenez, Zaza, Ivan Castro, Zach Lightning, salutes to you, sir. Cato, appreciate you. Banana Stan, salutes. Rick Jacobs, salutes. Shout out Brown Eyes. Shout out Adrian Torres. I saw Raven in here earlier. Salutes to Raven. Saw Vernon in here earlier. Salutes to Vernon. There you go. And salutes. We made it back to the bottom. Shout out Big June. Shout out Deb. Salutes. Sorry, what I just said was from a Vlad interview. I know you ain't using. Yeah, but you confusing. Yeah, but he was working on that Freezer Meat album. Shout out Velez. Damn, Higgy, you been treating us all week. Papa, I'm getting in where I fit in. Salutes. Saludos, Zaza. Get home, relax, and replay some shots. Salutes. All right, with that said, Hunter's up in the chat for y'all. I appreciate y'all. All right, I'll be traveling in the morning. And I'll get up with y'all as soon as I can. All right. Salutes to y'all. I see Raven either. Sis, enjoy your night. Salutes. Facts. That's the plan. Boom, mi boy done cumplido mi condena. We gravy. All right, we'll catch up on some other stuff in the time in the upcoming time. All right, it's a lot. Motherfucker like me need once it's all said and done, yeah. I'm gonna need like a weekend, a weekend away, like a long weekend, like a 3-month weekend. Salutes to y'all, man. Hunters up. I'll holler at y'all. Y'all be safe. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Shout out Zorada. Shout thanks for the fire great content all week. Get some much needed rest. Not tonight, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Gonna get enough tonight though. Enough to feel good tomorrow morning. That's what I'm trying to do. Enough to not be tripping in the morning. All right? But I'm taking y'all with me. So let's get it. I will holla. Peace. Rest in peace, Chucky Chingon. Undisclosed location height. Facts. Everyone have a good night. Stay safe. It can get crazier out there. Head on a swivel. Head on a swivel. You move first. Shout out Eddie Manny. Till tomorrow. Shout out Velez. Safe travels. Shout out Dev. Safe travels. Shot. Have a great night, chat. Stay safe out there. Blessings. Peace. And thank you.